At UFC 207, Ronda Rousey makes her long-awaited return to the octagon. Much has changed in the 13 months since Rousey lost the bantamweight title. The woman who beat her, Holly Holm, quickly relinquished the belt after doing so. Miesha Tate, the next wearer, couldn't hold on to it any longer and retired shortly after vacating the throne, and now Amanda Nunes guards the championship with dogged determination. While Ronda Rousey, for the first time since 2012, is a challenger, if not quite an underdog. A lot changes in 13 months, and the minds of fans are no exception. Fickle as they are, hardcore followers of MMA seem almost eager to be done with Rousey. I mean, she wasn't just beaten by Holly Holm, they might say, she was exposed. Legendary fighters don't lose in that fashion, and that's that. Look at the disappointing snippets of training footage, which have been our only glimpses of Rousey for the last year, and you can see she really isn't getting better, and that means she's done. Comments like these aren't just blind hate. As not only the first woman to beat Rousey, but the first to even really compete with her, Holly Holm revealed a lot of flaws in Rousey's game that had never really been emphasized. I mean, for one, we kind of thought she could box. And Rousey's trainer, Edmond Tarverdian, seems eager to shred whatever credibility and goodwill remains to him at every opportunity. To put it simply, Ronda Rousey has lost some face in the MMA community, and not all unfairly. So, Rousey isn't as good as we thought. Honestly, what kind of stain is that on her record, though, really? How much does the quality of your combination punching matter when you own 11 first-round finishes over elite competition? Of what importance is the lightness of your footwork if it takes you 23 minutes total, less than the duration of a single title fight, to armbar 9 different opponents? Who cares about good when great is on the line? Ronda Rousey is the reason we care about women's MMA, and I defy all but a hardcore subset of the most hardcore fans to say otherwise. Rousey put female fighting on the map, and in so doing, raised the profile of the sport for both men and women. She cultivated a Mike Tyson-esque aura that had every fight fan's mothers and sisters talking, and every talk show host clamoring to have her on. Things change fast, and women's MMA is different since Rousey's loss, but legacy has nothing to do with what have you done for me lately. Legacy is about track record, impact, and consistency, and Ronda Rousey was consistently the most interesting thing to watch in MMA for over 2 years. It didn't matter that she was kind of faking it on the feet or too single-minded on the ground. What mattered, and still does matter, was the fact that no matter who they lined up, Ronda Rousey would knock them down. The story was so powerful, it seemed it would go on forever. It didn't, of course, and Rousey could very well fall short in her comeback. A loss would officially put her on a losing streak, and it is likely that Rousey would never recover the momentum or the desire to continue competing. The mere possibility makes it all too easy to forget and move on. Perhaps the best test of a fighter's greatness, though, is to ask yourself how you felt when watching them at their peak. When Ronda Rousey refused to give Miesha Tate her hand after armbarring her for the second time, or when Alexis Davis lasted only 16 seconds before succumbing to Rousey's effortless brilliance, or when Bethe Correia failed to match Rousey's cheers even in her own home country. When Ronda Rousey was on top, you cared about her. Everyone did. And whether she wins or loses at UFC 207, the point is that we'll all still be watching. Is she sure to win? Of course not. Hey, she might even lose and look pretty bad in the process. But Ronda Rousey is great, no matter what. In fact, she is the greatest.